This is Mark Bell from SuperTraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. We got some deadlifts and some squats going on here. That's my boy, Little Smokey. We've been working really hard with him on his form. Got Silent Mike going here. Silent Mike's lost some weight. You can see that belt cinched up. He's almost running out of room there on that one. I believe that's around a 600-ish pull right there, around 605 pounds or so. You guys can do the math at home. There's my chubby little self making a training appearance for once. We took a little hiatus off of some of this stuff, but you're going to see more videos coming right back at you from SuperTraining.tv. You can see we got a band on there. We're trying to fucking cheat, that's why. We're a bunch of cheaters in this gym. The band is what we call a reverse band, and it just gives us a little bit of assistance out of the bottom of the lift. I would say on this particular day, it was giving us 30 or 40 pounds out of the bottom. We chose to use a kind of smallish band. There's Daddy Longlegs hitting up a deadlift. He likes to do a lot of repetitions on his pulling, as you can see here. He likes to kind of use those repetitions to help build up the lower back. It's Casey here, and we are trying to get him to not rely on his lower back. He kind of tends to yank the bar a little bit, which kind of has that weight settle into his lower back. It's a good angle of Mike here. You can see his ass and his dad legs there. He's got a nice tan on those legs. That's dad legs, by the way, Silent Mike, when your legs are that pale. See Mike banging out some reps here. I think this is around 645 or so. I can't remember the weight 100%, but got a good set in there with the lifting straps on. Here goes Little Smokey. Let's watch the form here as he sets up. Trying to get those shoulders high. He's doing better and better each and every week. Seeing a lot of progress from this guy. He's going to bench press. Here I am smelling my own underwear. He's going to bench press around 400 pounds in the next meet. I believe at 198 pounds or so? 181. So here I go at 645. The last that I did was 645. Here I am taking it again. Taking it in the ass once again. Weight moved okay. Just coming off of an injury. That's my excuse. Sun was in my eyes. Shoes were tied too tight. I'll think of more excuses as we go along here. Here's Casey switching over to some sumoing. At Super Training, a lot of times we'll work up to something heavy. Then you're going to see us get some repetitions in. It really just depends on the training effect that we're looking for the particular day. But it's been something that we've been doing at Super Training for a very long time now, is that we will go heavy on a lift, and then we basically take that same lift and we just call it a secondary barbell movement, which is actually just the first dairy barbell movement, and we just change the rep protocol. So we could work up to something heavy, a set of 1, a set of 3, and then perhaps from there take the weight down by about 20%, 30%. You don't have to use any math behind it if you don't want to. You can just simply strip off a couple of plates and bang out some repetitions. Looks like Little Smokey's puking here on every... He's a real squirter, this guy. Look at that. Hey now. That was disgusting. There's Silent Mike giving us a little dance. Oh man, I wish he continued to dance because I don't want to watch the squat by Marcus. Marcus has been smashing on some big squats lately. He's another 700-pound squatter in the gym. I guess I can't officially call him that since he hasn't done it on the platform quite yet. But he hit a 715-pound squat recently in the gym. And he's looking to do that, I believe, in our November meet. The November to remember. Strong dude, strong athlete. His bench is going up as well. He hit a 480 bench recently, so looking for some big things from him. This is one of these young guys that we have in here who just squat to the floor, not with no problems. I hate them. I hate all the new guys. Fuck them. Especially the guys that are able to do shit right away. You're like, fuck that. Silent Mike banging out some squats. Silent Mike usually does some deadlifting, followed by some squats, followed by more and more deadlifting. Mike likes to use the big three movements repeatedly throughout a workout. So, and it's something I've done for years too as well. But Mike is kind of doing it more so than I've seen here in the past. But he'll do a deadlift, oftentimes followed by a back squat, then followed by a front squat, and then sometimes finish the workout off with some stiff leg deadlifts. Makes for a brutal workout, but it does give you a tremendous amount of workload towards getting stronger. Got some more squatting going on here. Got some guys wearing some knee wraps. The supportive knee wraps just help to assist you out of the bottom and lift a little bit. One thing that you should know about, just wrapping up in general, if you're hurt or you're banged up, you got two choices to make. One is to not fucking lift at all, or two is to just simply wrap the shit up and keep training. So that's what we decide to do here at Super Training. We try to protect ourselves before we wreck ourselves. Try to find, some wraps. Try to find a belt that you like, that you're comfortable with, and just make sure you're taking those precautions. You can see Silent Mike's got some knee sleeves on. He's got the compression cuffs over top of it. He could just as easily do those squats without all that stuff. But again, it's just some protective measures to make sure all our shit stays intact here. Neoprene, if you've never worn any neoprene before, just kind of helps keep the joints a little warmer, helps keep you a little bit safer. It's not really causing much compression at all. It's definitely not, most of the knee sleeves out there aren't really assisting the lift in any way. Here's Big Dan. I like to call Big Dan, I like to call him Bob Evans, because he just looks like a Bob Evans to me. If you got any of you guys ever been to a fucking Bob Evans before, and if you've ever thought about what Bob Evans would actually look like, it would be Dan. So there you go. Here's Marcus banging out some deadlifts again. Sometimes we got guys using some straps in the gym. Nothing wrong with using straps. Helps save your hands. Helps you to work your lower back a little bit more betterist. We got Lauren here coming off of a bicep tear, banging out some squats. Blew his fucking bicep right off the goddamn bone. Had to get some surgery, but he's back in the gym. He's back to training. You want to use this training to not only train your body, but also to train your mind. Think about where your training and where your journey actually starts. It starts between your ears. It doesn't just start with you haphazardly throwing around some weights. So you got to toughen up. You got to use these opportunities to help toughen yourself up for other things in life. And that's exactly what we do here at Super Training. A lot of times the weights allow us to push ourselves to limits that we were unaware we're able to push ourselves to. I think on this day, Marcus worked up to around a 600-ish pound deadlift. He's been struggling with his deadlift a little bit. I think his last competition, I think he pulled around 644 or so. But as the strength game goes, things come and go. You build up strength in one spot, you can see he's frustrated. That happens all the time here at Super Training, even with good coaching, even with all the best equipment. It's not always, you're not always going to make progress. It's just the way it is. It's just the way things go. Here goes Bob Evans with another pull. Dan is probably about 6'4" or 6'5", big dude. So with somebody like that, you got to make sure that they're organizing their shit on each and every rep and each and every set. There's more stuff to organize for that dude just to even get up off the couch than there is for most. So you got to make sure that his back's in alignment, make sure his knees aren't going too crazy, shit like that. But Dan's a good athlete, former football player. There's Marcus grinding one out. Dan's able to get in some good positions in the squat and the deadlift. And he should be a good lifter for us as long as he doesn't get too fat. Too fat. Here goes Marcus again. Sometimes when you're having a rough day, you tend to want to just punish yourself with more and more lifting. And it looks like that's what he's doing here. Got our boy Tyler over there, perving on him, looking at his weenus. Tyler's a strongman competitor that we have here at Super Training Gym. Here's Matt Moore representing the USPA. Look at those giant quads of his. Matt's a fucking freak. I don't know what weight this is, 700-something-ish pounds. 735, I believe. You do the math. Matt's a strong dude, as you're going to see right here. He's able to get in some really good positions. I also think that we should make a bobblehead for this guy, because look at how he kind of bobbles that head around as he's setting up for his deadlifts. Good job with the grip, holding on to a heavy lift like that. His best pull is 771, and we look for him to do more very soon. And that is it from supertraining.tv.